Alright, so, in my time of playing and browsing the community opinions, I noticed the same stuff over and over again. Garden of Joy is doo-doo, Resident Evil map is doo-doo, tunneling and camping doo-doo, Swift is OP, Trapper OP? Wait, what the fuck? But there's just some things that are so bad, it shocks me how little people talk about them. And I don't know if I'm just blind, but I don't see, like, anyone complaining about some of these things at all. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Before I begin, please remember that these are my opinions and they aren't facts. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any of your own complaints or opinions on things you think people don't talk about enough, I'd love if you let me know too. If I get enough of your opinions, I might make a video talking about those too, so we can discuss more things that don't get enough attention. Alright, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's start. Number 1. Props around loops and the smoothness of walls. I have no idea what they were thinking when they made the invisible walls for the maps. Like, what is this? Just think to yourself, how many times have you died just because you were trying to loop tightly, but McLean over here decided to place a random prop or not smoothing the wall fully, so you got caught on the pixel edge. This is one of the most annoying things to me about chases, and the amount of times I've died just because I got stuck on a pixel and went wide around a loop to avoid a poorly smoothed wall and died because of it is too much to count. I don't know if this is supposed to be intentional to make looping harder for experienced survivors or not, but god, I hate it. Number 2. The Legion's Terror Radius music. Okay, so before everyone shits on me, I love the new music and I think it's one of the best terror radiuses in the game. On the music side, that is. The gameplay side, not so much. The Legion Terror Radius music has like a muffled effect applied to it if you're not within chase with them, making the music sound like it's far away or behind a wall, and it only becomes unmuffled once you're fully in chase. Pretty neat effect, right? Yeah, but this leads to times where you get down because the killer sounds further away than they actually were. The music sounds great, but it feels terrible to go down to a Legion because he sounded like he was at a rave next door, so you didn't expect him to come around the corner. Number 3. Simplify the numbers. So many games do this and I don't understand why. Why have all these big numbers tossed around when you could just simplify them and make them more readable? Why do we need to be in the thousands instead of the hundreds or even the tens? If the numbers were lowered, blood points would feel much more valuable and readable at a glance. Okay, picture this. You have a 2000 blood point cap and each of the bloodweb nodes costs 1 point higher the higher the tier. So a brown toolbox would cost 1 blood point, a yellow toolbox would cost 2 blood points, green toolbox would cost 3 blood points, and so on. I just feel like the large numbers are unnecessary and make blood points feel like they have less value. Number 4. Gens are boring. I know, crazy, such an unpopular opinion. But no, seriously, why can't we have some variation in generator skill checks? Like imagine if they made you play word snacks to hit a skill check. Okay, no, but for real, what if we had something like a timing based skill check? A circle approaches a red obstacle and you need to time your jump to jump over it. If you time the jump late and still manage to jump over it, it will be considered a great skill check. This is just an example of what I'm talking about, and I'm not sure how good this would actually be, but I just wish they did more with skill checks. I love the Merciless Storm skill checks they added. I find it really satisfying and fun to hit them, and it'd be great if there were more variants of that, but easier for regular skill checks. Number 5. Map and key add-ons and offerings. Why? The pain and suffering of just being forced to purchase the very rare key and map add-ons to continue to the next bloodweb is just... Do we really need them in the game? Imagine if key add-ons didn't exist. All your add-ons you have for them right now would be slapped onto the medkit or toolbox variants. The things I'd do to get these swapped in for battery add-ons. Same with offerings. Why are we forced to buy these useless items? They're just clogging the bloodweb. I don't see the point.
Know your fucking place, trash!
Number 6. Man urinates on fellow passenger. Animation endings. This one might be quite tricky to explain, but I'll try my best. I'm sure you've had those moments when you miss a hatchet and someone goes for a vault, and it looks like the cooldown animation is over, but you still can't hit, and then you miss, and then they teabag you, and then you go cry. Are those other specific animations that look like they're over, yet you still can't perform any of the actions? I just wish the endings of the animations were more snappy so you could more easily tell when the animation is fully finished. Right now it's really smoothed out and it feels like the animations are drawn out just to reach that duration length that all killers need to. I'm not sure if anything I just said made any sense, but I'm gonna hope you understood me. Alright, nice. What? Bruh, dude's made of steel. Number 7. The blue overlay whenever a boon is used. I'm sorry, but is it just me or does the blue boon overlay take up too much of the screen? Why do I gotta look through a cereal box while looping within a Boon's range? I always find it harder to loop near a Boon because of how distracting the blue outline around my screen is. I wish they turned it down a little or made it at like the endgame collapse, where it's stuck to only the top of the screen. I'll add another point to this section since it's too small for its own. Why is there a Boon kick animation? Wouldn't it be better if the Boon snuffing was instant like Pentimento? You have to give up chases at times just to snuff a Boon. If the Boon snuffing was instant, survivors which just spam Boons would be wasting some actual time, since you could ruin all their work instantly. Even the few seconds you spend on kicking the Boon is a lot. Number 8. Add a search bar to the perks already! I'm so sick of having to search every single page just to find that one niche perk I want to use, and I swear it's always in the most obvious spot, but I still manage to miss it. I've had so many games where I'm searching for the perks I want to use, and I realize that the match is starting, but I can't find them in time, so I just panic slap on the first perks I see and play with that. I decided to do a little test and found a website to give me 4 random perks. Then I timed myself to see how long it'll take me to find them. "39 seconds, that's not that bad. But trust me, it can be a lot worse. I tried to do it again and this time I got this. So many perk searching related problems would be solved with a simple search bar. It's not rocket science. Please, behavior, bless us with your magic power and give us a search bar. And that's all. Do you agree with my opinions? Or do you think I'm a bad person for having opinions in the first place? I'd love to read your takes if you have any in the comments. And that's all. Ratings are always appreciated if you're feeling generous. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya till next time.